Hello, you're watching News9 Live. The Association for Democratic Reforms has released the list after going through the poll affidavits of chief ministers in the country. Andhra Pradesh, Jagan Mohan Reddy is the wealthiest among chief ministers in the country with a net worth of 510 crores. Pema Khandu of Arunachal Pradesh is a distant second to the Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister. Following Khandu is Odisha's Patnaik with a net worth of 63 crores, while Mamata Bannerjee is right at the bottom of the list with a net worth of 15 lakhs. Very, very interesting as to who has what. Let me discuss this and dive into this, what I called a very interesting topic about who's the richest and who's really not all that rich, with my colleague Verghese, who's joining me on this broadcast. Now, let's talk. Right at the top is what is more interesting, Verghese. Jagan Mohan, obviously, he has investments in the media business. He owns a television channel. He owns a newspaper, if I'm not wrong. Yes. And of course, he's also invested very well in infrastructure. Isn't that right?
Yes, he's invested, and Jagan Mohan's business as such did not emerge after he became a politician.
Right.
It's been there from the time he's been a youngster who, of course, he being YSR's son, he was not that much in the limelight. He came after his father's death is when he came into the limelight more. But till then, he was known as a businessman. So he's been investing in the key areas such as media and infrastructure, and some even in real estate as well. A few real estate investments have also been placed with him. So he has been known to be a businessman on one side. Probably that is what is reflected in the personal wealth that he has in fact gained.
Right. Which is of course absolutely laudable. I mean, that he decided that even he joined politics after the demise of Rajasekhara Reddy. And we know that, how he really, full time as it were. But it is very prudent of him to have invested much before. You can't grudge him that at all. Of course, a lot of opposition leaders are going to say a lot about what happened and what really did not happen. But if you look at someone who's right at the bottom now, which is Mamata Bannerjee, isn't that very, very surprising? And please, I don't mean any personal slur, but usually the common perception is that if you're the chief minister, forget chief minister Verghese, even if you're a politician, you're bound to have huge amounts of money. But that is not true in Mamata's case.
Well, Mamata's case is very different. In fact, it also reflects the kind of austereness that she has. In fact, the austere way she stays in her place. She's got what she owns is a one-room kind of a flat. She does not maintain much of jewelry. In fact, I think there's no jewelry at all. None.
Not on her person.
Not on a personal thing. So she doesn't maintain any of that sort. So what she has is small investments that a very common middle class woman would actually make. And she's invested in those, like your postal savings. That is what she's technically invested in. So as a person who's invested, her investment portfolio has been on that regard. But to the position that she holds, of course, and things like that, if you look at it, as you said, the common perception is there. But Mamata has been very grounded to from where she comes and what she owns.
Yeah.
And she seems to be more, compared to her rivals, seems to be the CPM. She seems to be more austere than any of the so-called Marxists who are there in the field.
Yeah.